folks, Sarah Goodman here, Museum Educator at Drakewell Museum and Park. If you're not familiar with Drakewell Museum and Park, we're located in Titusville in the northwest region of Pennsylvania. We are the birthplace of the modern petroleum industry. It was here in August of 1859 that Colonel Edwin L. Drake struck oil at 69.5 feet, starting the modern petroleum industry. And it is thanks to Colonel Drake that there is a drop of oil and gas in your life every day. But I'm not here today to talk about the museum. I'm here today to get your help. In the museum, especially in the education department, I have a collection of objects known as our for-use collection. These are objects that I'm allowed to take off the shelves and bring out for special events and programs, and I'm allowed to have you, the visitor, touch them and look at them and study them. And these objects allow me to help you understand about life and work here in the oil region in the 19th, 20th, and 21st century. But I have to admit, there's a few items in that collection that I am not 100% sure of what they are. And that's where your help is going to come in, because you are going to help me figure out what those items are. How are we going to do that? Well, I'm going to give you a brief description of the object, and then I'm going to show you 3 ways that I think the object is used. And from that, we should be able to figure out what the object is. So let's begin. My first object here is quite small. I'll hold it up against my sweatshirt here so you can see it. This object is made of metal. It is about 1.5 inches tall and about a 1/2 inch wide. It is rectangular in shape, and it has a hole here, a little bit of an indent here, and it has a hinge on it which folds out, and this is what folds out. And it's very lightweight. So there's the description of the object. Now, let's figure out what it is by me showing you 3 ways that I think it could be used. Are you ready? So the first way that I think this is used is I think this is a letter opener. This hole allows you to put it on your key ring, or maybe put it onto a paper clip, or to just put the whole thing in your drawer. It folds up nicely. For small packages or envelopes, you use this little hook. And for larger envelopes or packages, you use the large hook. What you do is you get the envelope, and you would simply, since this is a smaller envelope, use the small hook and run it along the envelope to rip the envelope open. So guess number 1 is that this is a letter opener. Maybe that's the right answer. Well, let's go on to guess number 2. Guess number 2 is that this is a small can opener. That you open up this hinge and that you take a can and you poke the point into the can and run the opener along the can to open the can. I don't want to open this can though, so I'm just going to pretend. But it would open that can. So, guess number 2 is that it is a can opener. Guess number 3, I think this is part of a grooming kit from maybe the 19th century. That this was used to do a manicure. This hook could nicely clean out from underneath your nails, and this edge could be used to push down your cuticles. And this little hole here allowed you to put it on a chain so that it was easily accessible. Maybe a pocket watch chain, so that if you needed to fix your nails, it was easily accessible. So guess number 3 is that this is for a nail grooming kit. So let's review our guesses. Guess number 1 is that it is a letter opener. Guess number 2 is that it's a can opener. And guess number 3 is that it is part of a grooming kit for your nails. Which is it? Do you know? I bet you do. I'll give you a second to think about it. Do you know? Well, if you guessed number 2, that it is a can opener, you are correct. This is a P38 can opener. This is a can opener that was developed in the 1940s for the Army. It needed to be small and compact so that a soldier could put it in their kit, and it had to have the hole on it so that the soldier could put it on their dog tags. In the 1940s, soldiers' rations or meals were in cans. And what a soldier would do is they would take the can, take their P38 off of their dog tags, and they could easily puncture the can with the sharp point and then turn the can and open their rations to eat. So, if you guessed that this is a can opener, you are correct. This can opener is no longer used by the military, at least not for their rations. Today, their rations come like this. These are called MREs, or meals ready to eat. Everything in this package is wrapped and sealed in plastic, and soldiers simply use a pocket knife to be able to open their meals. This MRE is thanks to Colonel Drake, because Colonel Drake figured out how to get oil in mass quantities, and oil is refined into plastic. So soldiers' meals come today wrapped in plastic. This is called a meal ready to eat. But our original object was a can opener. I hope you enjoyed today's What Is It? Join us again for another episode of What Is It? And if you liked our video, guess what? There are more videos on our YouTube channel. Make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks so much for joining me today. Bye-bye.